guys, let's get right into it. So, Robert and Annie. Let's just cut to the chase. Bryson's grandmama is a porn star. Who would have thought? She doesn't give me porn. You know what I mean? Because I live out in LA and you see porn stars and they look like they have been through it. And if this woman has had a career for as long as she's saying, because I went to her Instagram, because I was just like, this has to be some filters. Like, what is it? If she really has been doing porn, she said she's been doing porn for like almost 20 years. Ma'am, you have been doing porn for 20 years and you look this good? I'm shocked and intrigued. Like, I need to know, who's her dermatologist? Like, what's her skincare routine? Who's her surgeon? What's her eating plan? Like, I need to know everything that she's doing because I'm very intrigued. Because Robert is 41. And I'm not saying that he did not get with somebody who was much younger than him to have Bryson, but it seems like the daughter is probably up there too. Like, maybe the daughter is in her 30s or late 20s. So, ma'am, you a grandmama. You are looking sickening. Yes. Money well spent. Money well spent. You are the first person that I have ever seen. Not like I know a lot of porn stars, but I'm just saying. Guys, does this woman look like she has been doing porn for almost 20 years? No meth addiction, no crack addiction, no pills, nothing. Ma'am. Does she have a book? Let me just subscribe to, you know what? Between Shane and Lacey and Bryson's grandmother, like, these shows that I review is going to have me hella freaky. But I'm very intrigued by this grandmother. And again, shout out to the casting for 90 Day Fiancé, because who would have thought? Who would have thought that she would have sat down and been like, hey, I'm concerned about you, watching my grandson. Also, I'm a porn star. Who would have thought? The casting that does 90 Day Fiancé, please, can you give a call to The Bachelor? They need you. The Bachelor and The Bachelorette, they need you. So let's talk about how I felt like Annie was very snobbish towards the grandmother, because Bryson's grandmama, she sat down to talk to Annie because she wanted to see who this woman is that's going to be with her grandson. Because for some reason, we don't have any other tea. Ain't nobody said nothing on the show, but I know you got it. I know my messy subscribers have the tea. Please, if you have the tea on what happened to Bryson's mama, please let a sister know in the comment section below, because the grandma was just like, well, my daughter's not in his life, so I'm assuming that role, but nobody told us why. And I know y'all know, let a sister know. So anyway, she says that she wants to sit down with Annie because she wants to talk to her and, just see who she is and meet with her. Yes, the grandmother said some things that I felt was inappropriate. I do not think that it was right for her to ask Annie if she's on birth control. This is your first time meeting me. This is your first time meeting me. Yes, this is about Bryson, but this is your first time meeting me. Asking me about what I do with my womb and my vagina is none of your damn business. Even if I know you, even if we have established a relationship, that's still information for me to volunteer. That's never a question for you to ask. So the grandmother was definitely out of line with that. I honestly felt like she was doing that for TV. It just didn't seem like to me that was her natural flow of conversing, but it is what it is. She said it and Annie took offense to it, right? My issue with Annie is that she already took offense with the grandmother when she said that she was a porn star. Annie instantly became very snobbish and just had this idea of her all of a sudden. Like, she was conversing with her, but when the grandmother revealed that she was a porn star, Annie was just like, oh, why would you do that? That's disgusting. I don't want nothing to do with it. Excuse me? That's a job. She is making a legal living wage in the United States of America. Just because she's doing it with her body, with her vagina, doesn't make it any different than what you doing for a check. Like, let's be real. Like, how you gonna judge this woman when you are marrying a man that you only met for 8 hours out of the day? You accepting money from him, and as soon as you get here, you don't know this dude, but you having sex with him. It's the same damn thing, mama. It's just a different scenario. Don't get too high up on your horse, honey, because the grandmother can kick you right on off because she is up front with her coochie slanging. You not. Stay woke, Annie. And stop being a snob. How dare you? Now, I was with you when you had a problem with homeboy getting you clothes from the Goodwill. Although I do believe that you can find some really nice things thrift shopping, especially if you're in New York City. But still, he was giving her designer stuff apparently to bring her out here and give her thrift shop clothing. I was with her to have some kind of issue with that. But now this being snobbish and looking down on the grandmother because she does porn, it's sex work. It's legal sex work. So now let's talk about Robert having 5 children. And I think they all got different mamas. Wait a minute. Why is it always the Americans that are the messy ones? You watch this show, especially as an American, thinking, oh my goodness, the immigrants are scamming. They're trying to get over to America, which they are. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Listen, you're coming to a place for a better opportunity. Scam on. Do what you got to do, right? You know what? We're going to take these earrings off because I'm trying to be cute, but this ain't working. It's my favorite earrings. My star earrings ain't working with me. Damn it. Because it's my birthday week, so I'm wearing stars all weekend. This was my thing, but it ain't working. Anyway, I don't have a problem with that. If you are coming here to get, to live a better way of life, do what you got to do. Like, you know what? I think I'm the only, I come from the only culture in the United States of America that did not come here, okay? My people was pistol whipped to get over here. But if you think you can live better over here, do what you got to do. I'm not hating on that, right? Watching this show, you always think that it's the people who are trying to get over here who are going to be the ones that are like messy and have a lot of stuff going on, when it's always the Americans. Because baby, why are we on what, episode 4 or 5? And we find out that Robert got 5 kids by 5 different women? Sir, it's you. It's you. You the problem, not Annie. She a little bit of a snob, but that's it. That's all I've seen from her. Time will tell. Team Annie. So Robert and Annie have a disagreement about Robert still having pictures on his phone with his ex-girlfriends. And so Annie has an issue with that. There are some people who are divided. Some people are just like, well, you guys haven't been together long enough for him to like delete his pictures, right? They're about to get married, guys. I do know that this is a real thing. Like 90-day fiance process, I told you, I know somebody who went through it. My mom went through it with my stepfather. So I get it, right? It's not a lot of time. But if you're making a commitment to marry someone, then you have to start acting like you are engaged and about to be married. Having pictures of your ex-girlfriends, and not just pictures of y'all all booed up doing couple stuff, that's a problem. And I totally agree with Annie. And I felt like he wanted her to see those pics. Because why would you, knowing that you have those pictures in your phone? Let me tell you something. Men, they know everything that they have in their phone. That's why they never let us see it. That's why they never let us see. If he let you see his phone, he got another one, sis. He got another one. Anyway, so he volunteered this phone to her, gave it to her, showed her where the pictures were, had her looking through the pictures, knowing good and well that she was going to see those pictures. Here is where I'm a little perplexed, right? Because Robert and Annie, to me, are unequally yoked. They're just going to be that arguing couple, and it just is what it is. They're not compatible. They're compatible on height, and that's it, okay? So I understand the little spats that they get into. It makes perfect sense, right? But I think that Robert, for the show, is poking at Annie. Like doing a bit more than he normally would do. Because it already seems like he gets on her nerves, so he don't have to do much. But I think he's doing a little bit more to get some reactions out of her. I feel like Robert is producing this show. I really do. Or at least producing his segments. Because why would you do that? And we all know that men know what's in their phones. So giving it to her, not only giving her the phone, taking her to the pictures, having her swipe through, you knew that she would see that and you knew that she would get that reaction, that she would give you that reaction. So either you're producing your segments for the show or you're just a terrible dude and you want her to get a reaction. We all know guys like that who do stuff because they want to get reactions out of women. And I think it's mainly because a lot of those guys don't feel wanted and they have to do something to like make a woman that they're with show some kind of passion because they normally don't feel wanted. And if you're not like screaming and throwing things and beating up women trying to talk to them, they don't feel valued. So that could be it as well. But I just think he's trying to produce his segments on this show. That aside, he's still wrong. I'm Team Annie. Like, what he did wasn't right. I felt like he was poking at her. I felt like he knew that she would see that. And if you're about to marry someone, you already have her in your home being a mother to your son and a wife to you. Delete the pictures. That should pass. And he's like, that's my past. But that was a part of who I was, not who I am today, and I'm not getting rid of it. Why you want a wife then? Because a wife will have problems with those pictures of you with your ex in your phone. And not just one ex, multiple exes? Nah, Team Annie on this one. Team Annie. When you finish with somebody, you finish with them. Period. And can I just say that all we've seen this couple do is go to a restaurant, order appetizers, and argue. Like, that's all they do is go out to eat and fight. Mike and Natalie, we finally get to meet Natalie. And I will say, guys, when I first saw this couple, or like was just introduced to Mike, who has that adorable, you know, I was gonna say meth addict, adorable Uncle Bojangles. He's adorable, but Mike, he in there doing some stuff, sir. He in there smoking. Like, you gotta. Anyway, we finally get to see Natalie, and when I saw her, I was just like, okay, gorgeous girl. It's not saying that Mike can't get anybody gorgeous, but you just never really fully trust these kind of relationships, right? So I didn't think that they were the real deal. But then we see Natalie in the airport just waiting for her man. And it's so relatable because all of us have like been there. Like, if it's not at the airport, I don't know, it's wherever, just waiting for your significant other to show up. And you know that anticipation, you know what that looks like, you know what that excitement is like. And I'm telling you guys, she wasn't faking it. Like, that to me was the real deal, because when she saw him, her eyes lit up and she ran to this man. And I'm like, this the real deal. This couple is the real deal. And honestly, if Mike starts being honest with her, I'm here for it. I like them. Without Mike's lies, to me, they're a perfect couple. I really enjoyed this couple. I enjoyed their scenes. I just felt like there was some real passion and some real love there. I think that Mike is going to screw it up, though. I think he has a beautiful woman who is just a great person overall. You know, inside and out, I think she has a really great heart, a warm personality. Her mother loves him. I think he is going to screw this up with lying about his debt, because not only does she want to marry him right away, she wants to have a child right away because she's getting old. And she wants to have a family of her own. And also she wants her mother to have grandkids because her mother is getting old. Her clock is ticking and she found the right guy who wants the same things that she wants. So she's ready to do it. Especially, this is what I have learned, right? When you get to a certain age, you know what you want. You know, like, I know for me, I could not have gotten married in my 20s, because who I was in my 20s, I'm not that person in my 30s, you know what I mean? And I have had more than, I don't have enough fingers, okay, to count how many of relationships from, you know, friends and acquaintances who got married in their 20s that are now divorced now. And not saying that you can't get married in your 20s and still make it work. There are those couples that exist as well. Before a lot of people who get married young, you change. And if that partner isn't ready to change with you or grow and evolve with you, then you can't go any further in the relationship. So when you arrive to like your 30s or your 40s, you've lived life, you've dated, you know what you want now, you know who you are as a person, especially with women. We know who we are, we know what we don't want, we are confident, or not saying that we didn't know that in our 20s, but we're confident now. We're saying, this is what I want and I don't want that, and I'm not accepting anything less. Or I didn't want this before, but I realized this is something that I need. So yes, I'm gonna, you know, accept this in my life, or I'm looking for this, you know. So you just know, you've lived with yourself long enough, you've been through enough in your life where you just know what you want. So I feel like Natalie knows what she wants, and right now Mike is fitting into those boxes, you know, of the kind of man that she wants. And she's ready. She is ready to do it. However, unfortunately for her, the guy that she thinks is who she wants is not being honest with her. Now, it's not saying that I don't think that he's a good guy for her. I just think that the lying about him being in so much debt is not good. It's not good for their relationship, because you can't keep something like that so huge from your partner. And I think he has a really great woman, and I think he's going to mess it up if he continues to lie to her. Hopefully he tells her in the season and they've moved past it. If not, I think that's something really big to lie to your partner about. And I don't see that relationship surviving him lying about something as big as debt. Because if you can lie to me about you being in debt, willing to marry me and have a child with me, knowing that I don't know these things, because not only have I asked, but you've told me no. You let me know that everything is set and secure. If you could lie about our financial situation, what else could you lie about? You know, so the trust is already broken, Mike. Don't mess this up. Fix it now while it's still early. Because I think if he waits too long, he's going to lose Natalie. Because we'll talk about it in the next episode. But this girl, she don't play. She does not play. She knows what she wants. She wants it now. And if you do not want the same thing, don't waste her time, because Natalie will move on. She will move on. Stay woke, Mike. Stay woke. Anna and Moose. I don't have much to say about this couple. Nothing happened really important to me happened with this couple in this episode, aside from the fact that they had their wedding shower, and Anna told Moose that she wanted him to have conversations with all of her friends. Since he can't even communicate with you, how is he going to communicate with a whole damn party? Like, it was adorable to see him try, but I just felt like she asked him something that was completely impossible. Like, she takes a man into an English-speaking group of people, tells him to have, small talk and get to know these people, walks away without their little iPhone for him to be able to communicate, and wants him to make something happen. He's a beekeeper, not a magician. Before I move on, can I just say that I am so hurt? I am so hurt that you guys are not feeling the gnome couple. You guys cannot stand Anna and Moose, and I am hurt. I thought y'all would love them just as much as I do. Listen, I honestly get where you guys are coming from, because I do feel like if Moose would have asked enough, Anna would have picked up and left them kids. I feel like she's tired of being a mom. I think she's been a mom for a lot of her youth, and now, she just wants to spend the latter part of her life and be with a guy that she loves. But it's like, sis, these kids are still growing up. Like, you can't stop. And I think what's happening is she probably maybe agreed or wanted to leave with him, with Moose, and live with him in Turkey. Or maybe she said that she would and then pulled out. So now they had to try to make it work with him coming here, because it seems like he never wanted to come to America. Like, this was not his place to be. I think he just wanted her to come. And I think, guys, I'm not making excuses for him, but I think he said that because that was something that was agreed to with the both of them. I think that's it. I think that maybe Anna was just like, I can leave with my mom, or, their father would dress at the father and the like. I think that that's something that they talked about, because it just doesn't make any sense that he is like the only immigrant I've ever seen on this show who comes here to America and doesn't want to be here. Like, Moose doesn't want to be here. He's literally here for Anna. And I'm just like, how does this work? Y'all can't communicate. He don't want to live here. What happened? Something happened, and I'm thinking that the something that happened was Anna. Anna probably backtracked on her deal of moving to Turkey with him, or she probably said, well, yeah, I'll still do it, but I'll do it when the boys are so-and-so age. That's what I think happened, because it's just not making sense to me that you are marrying this guy that you cannot talk to and doesn't want to live in America. Why are you getting him a visa if he doesn't want to live here? Because being here for you is not enough. He has told you. He is very upfront and honest about not wanting to live here, not telling his parents the truth about her, wanting her to move there. And I'm just like, y'all had to have had this conversation before you apply for the visa. And can we be real? There are so many people who want to come here. Why are we wasting time trying to get him, legal citizenship if he don't want to be here? We're already overcrowded. We can get somebody who want to be here. That aside, I'm really hurt that y'all don't like them. I understand why, but I'm like, the gnome beekeeper couple, they're so cute. Michael and Juliana. I don't want to talk about nothing else. Wait, I do. I want to talk about one thing. Michael's daughter loves Juliana. She loves her like a big sister. I think she sees someone who's not her mom, who's not like her disciplinarian, because it's obvious that the mother is a disciplinarian, but I think she sees someone who is a female figure who is cool and fun and just beautiful and something that she wants to be. You know what I mean? Because when Juliana had her hair and those little pigtails, those ponytails, pig buns, ponytail bun, whatever that was, made her look even younger. Oh my goodness. His daughter was just like, can you do that for me as well? So this is like somebody really cool that she looks up to. It's like a big sister that she never had. So I think that's the role that Juliana is filling for Michael's daughter, and their relationship being making me feel extremely uncomfortable aside, I love how that little girl loves her. Cause she just came in and the little girl is just enamored with her. Sad to say, I feel like it's going to change when they get older. I'm telling you, when she gets older and she realizes what the game is, They not gonna be this close. Trust. Now let's get into Michael's ex-wife. Y'all, I wish I was watching this live because baby, I'm sitting here like taking my notes for the show, not paying attention. I look up and on my TV screen, this middle-aged white woman from like Connecticut is getting out of her car in some tights and Timbs. And hair pulled back. Let me tell you something. As a sister from the Philadelphia inner city, I know what that look is. She came ready to fight. If a chick show up to your crib with Timbs and tights on, she ready to fight. Anybody who coming out that door, hair pulled back, no makeup on, no earrings, sis was ready to, she had even still, studs, pearl, whatever, no hoops, she ready to fight. She came ready to beat Juliana up. I was looking at her. I was screaming. I've never seen a white woman, a middle-aged white woman dressed like that. I was just like, ma'am, who are you hanging? Who is your new man? Like, what is this whole look? I've seen this on like Black and Latin women in their 20s. She was literally dressed like a Black Philadelphia teenage girl. Like, I was just like, ma'am, did you just come from getting water ice in West Philly? What is this outfit? So needless to say, when she showed up to dinner, Juliana was shook. Who wouldn't be? She came ready to fight, and Juliana got big buns, whatever these little ponytail buns are. She got these ponytail buns on, and she's dressed like Polly Pocket. And this white girl is looking at her like, I'm ready to drag you from Connecticut to the Bronx and back. Like, girl, that dinner was awkward as hell, as it should be, Saying that, Michael, your ex-wife is involved way too much in your life. You know what I mean? Like, yes, Juliana's relationship with Michael makes me uncomfortable. I'm just talking about bringing in any woman into this situation. It won't work. It won't work because she's your ex-wife. She's also the mother of your children, and she's in every decision that you make. So how am I going to come in and be your wife now when you still have a wife? Like, he is still married, maybe not on paper, but these two are still in a relationship. Can we talk about how Michael's wife was just like, I don't want you parenting. Just as long as she knows her place. You are not the mother to my children. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Juliana, don't feel no way about that, sis. She just set you up for a perfect life with this man regarding the plan that I told you about in the last episode. Now you don't got to watch them bad kids. I'm not saying the kids are bad, but you know, all kids until they're like 19 are bad. Anyway, this is a great situation. She said, don't parent my children. So the kids can come over. All you got to do is be the fly babysitter or big sister. Don't have to have much responsibility. You don't have to do a damn thing with them children. And your excuse could always be, well, Michael, your ex-wife told me not to parent them, so I didn't say anything and I didn't get involved. Bravissimo, mama. This is smooth sailing. Oh, Michael is good and bad. Can we be real? Like, I'm just, if you gotta do it, at least enjoy it. You know what I mean? Just be like, girl, he was a 2 in the face, but a 10 in the bedroom. Get something out of it besides a coin. Blake and Jasmine. Blake and Jasmine. This is going to be so bad. It's going to end so horribly for him. And I feel bad. I feel bad watching it because listen, right? When we get introduced to him and we get introduced to Iggy Azalea, because that girl looked like she got not the best surgery to look like Iggy. When we see them through pictures, it looks like something is there. And then we meet her sister. The sister who wanted nothing to do with him. So Blake is picking up his girlfriend, Jasmine, from Finland. Like, she's coming here for America. She's coming here to America because they're going to do the whole 90-day fiancé process. He stops by his sister's house, her sister's house, who lives like down the street from him because her sister got like some visa lottery. I didn't even know if they did that. Like you get a lottery where you can get like a visa to live in the United States. The sister got it. Surprisingly, lives down the street from homeboy, and he meets her in Finland or whatever. They hit it off, and she decides that she wants to move here to be with him, not her sister. Okay. So anyway, they're driving together to go pick up Jasmine. The sister just looks so annoyed by Blake. Like he's trying to do small talk with her. He's trying to laugh with her, and she's just like she, not only is she annoyed, she's disgusted with him, right? I'm just like, well, what the hell happened for her to be so disgusted with him? Like, what did the sister say? Like, what happened? Then we meet Jasmine. She's equally disgusted by Blake. And I'm like, okay. Are we missing something? Did something happen? Or is he this dense? Like, dude, you can't tell that this chick don't want you? I feel like we got another Caesar. This is another Caesar. Oh, you know what? Black men out here getting scammed on 90 Day Fiancé. And the thing about it is, it's a particular black man. So there ain't no outrage because we can't stand them anyway. It's a Caesar kind of black man. You're not a kind of black guy. You know what I mean? Like the kind of black guy who, let's just talk about Caesar's profile. Remember when somebody like leaked his dating profile and he was saying that he likes white booty, no dark booty? Like who the hell says that? Out loud, writes it down for the world to see. Like that's what Blake is giving me. I feel like we're going to get a little Caesar with him, and I feel like we're not going to care because you should have known better. Like, Jasmine don't want him. The sister can't stand him, and he is still trying to make it work. Why? I think I know why. But we'll talk about that in the next episode.